Hello, Journey family and friends. Pastor John Hampton here with Midweek Conversations. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition. And today I'm joined by Pastor Russell Cushman. Come on, right there.
Yeah,
Don't leave me hanging.
I wanted to make sure we did that thing.
Make sure we do that. Come on. Pastor Dustin is traveling this week. He is with a group of pastors out in Colorado, we trust doing well out there. So we miss him, but hey, Pastor Russell, good to have you with us.
It's good to be had, man. I'm excited to be here.
Pastor Russell is our Lake County campus pastor, and you were telling me it's hard to imagine. It's been 6 months.
It's been 6 months, almost 7 now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're plugging right along. It's been a great 7 months.
So you came in October or November?
November
of 2021.
About the first week, second week.
Gotcha.
Like
yeah. So Pastor Russell's married to Kelly, and they have a dog and a cat.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. The dog is the closest I have to a son at this time. And
what's the dog's name?
His name's Lincoln.
Lincoln.
We call him Link for short because we got lazy really early.
Gotcha.
And he's just he's 10 years old and still thinks he's a puppy.
Oh, okay.
Like a 60-pound lap dog. So,
wow. And then you have a cat.
I have nothing good to say about the cat.
Okay.
So I'll say nothing at all.
Well, thank you, Pastor Russell, for supporting my view of cats as well. Most people know I'm not a cat lover.
Frankly, satanic.
Oh, wow. Now, rcushman at journeychristian.com is, that's where that goes. I'm not a fan, but I'm not going to go that far. Hey, God is doing some really good stuff at our Lake County campus.
Yeah, I've been blown away by how faithful God's been and just how he's poured out blessing over blessing over our congregation, just seeing amazing life change, seeing people just pursuing God with everything they have.
Yeah.
And it's been humbling, actually, to see just the numbers continue to increase, but bigger than the numbers, just the stories.
Yeah, there's some big stories out there. I know week before last, we talked about having like 19 students. It was the most middle school and high school students we'd ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Most baptisms that we've ever had. It happened on Easter, but for a whole year. I mean, we'd never seen, anywhere near 22 baptisms for a year, and we saw that on one day.
It's been fantastic. And then to see so many of those people who got baptized immediately registered that very week for Rooted.
Yeah, and you and Kelly are leading the Lake County Rooted group, right?
Yes, me and Kelly and Julie Jenks.
Julie's helping.
So
great.
She's been helping a lot.
So a lot of those folks got in your Rooted group at Lake County.
It's been fantastic.
And you meet at the Lake County building
we meet at the Lake County building. We did the kickoff here.
Right.
But we've been in the Lake County building so far through. We'll actually have our prayer experience this week.
That's right.
We're very excited.
And you're doing it for your group at the Lake County building?
Yes,
That's awesome.
So excited. Our worship leader, Austin Green, will be there just to help us out and get us into a mindset for prayer. So we're very excited.
Oh, that's so good. Well, and so just a reminder, at both campuses this week, I think the Rooted prayer experience, which is really, I think, one of the first major points of the Rooted journey. And I always told people, if you get through the prayer experience, you're going to make it. If you can make it through the prayer experience, not that the prayer experience is bad, but just, there's attrition that happens in groups. You got, 15 people and you end up with 10 or 11. But if the people that get through the prayer experience, they complete the journey. And I think that's what we'll see this week. So that's awesome to hear. And by the way, just in total on Rooted, I think that kickoff was there's 75 or 76 people in this spring, summer Rooted session.
Yeah, and then in this Rooted cycle, they were 76, cool. But we've actually added a few since then. So I think the number's closer to 80 total people.
And that's huge for a Rooted session at this time of year. And a lot of that was no doubt from Easter. From
certainly.
Lake County and Apopka, just seeing the number of people that came, were baptized. And to me, that's as big a win as 115 baptisms, is how many have taken the next step to keep following.
No, I agree.
Because baptism is not the graduation; it's just the initiation into the process.
You know that's a good line because it rhymes.
Absolutely. And pastors appreciate stuff like that. You know, let's give a little shout out to another couple out at our Lake County campus. Someone sent me this article. I think I sent it to you on Jim and Mary Pinckney. A great couple at our Lake County campus, faithful followers of Jesus at Lake County for a while. But Jim and Mary have a great story, and we'll throw up the picture here. You can see where it was. I forget the magazine, but it's like a Lake County magazine.
Yeah, it was Mount Dora Living, I think.
Oh, Mount Dora Living. Very good. Wow, that sounds official.
Very prestigious.
Hoity-toity.
I have a copy on my desk.
Do you have
Signed.
Oh, really? Well, Jim and Mary have a great story. They were both married before, and both of their spouses had Alzheimer's, right?
Yeah, both had Alzheimer's.
And then they both died. Their spouses.
They both succumbed.
Yeah.
And they found each other.
Yeah.
Essentially through just finding relief and support through that process. And now, as a married couple, they lead our Alzheimer caretaker support ministry.
And they got some good pub in that article, didn't
it sure did.
Journey Christian's Alzheimer's support group.
Yeah, so they've done an amazing job with Shelley.
Yeah.
Just putting that together. And they are snowbirds.
Okay.
So as they're about to go travel,
until
they come back for the fall months, they actually found a replacement to lead their support group. A lady named Tracy, who actually works at Certus in Lake County, in memory care, because the focus again is for caretakers for Alzheimer and dementia, and they couldn't have picked a better person. So just amazing their work and just their passion in that. As they just continue to honor their spouses who have passed, and then also just grow closer together as advocates.
I know. It's
beautiful.
I love stories like that.
It's beautiful.
Russell, let's talk about your team at Lake County, because you got a great team.
Oh, stellar team.
Yeah.
Totally stacked. Anthony Suarez, I like to call him Swoles. I think if you saw us in a dark alley, you would feel scared. But if you see it at church, it's great.
The two of you together.
I mean,
you guys are intimidating figures.
It's imposing. It's imposing.
Yes.
He really, I don't know if you could pull this picture, but once baptized a kid, I thought, who wasn't going to come up. I thought that was it.
He planted him deep.
I'm like, that's it of that kid.
That's funny.
But he has done just a phenomenal job, just growing as a leader, and then just putting all that work immediately into that student ministry. It's not an accident that group is growing, and I've just been so impressed with him. We have Samantha Upham, who takes care of early childhood. She's actually running with the ball for a volunteer appreciation event just this Friday.
Oh, really?
Very excited.
Out of Lake County?
At Lake County.
Now, is it volunteer for all volunteers or just the children?
Just next gen.
Next gen. Gotcha.
And it's going to be great. I hear tell that it's a grill and chill kind of event.
Nice.
And, I hear rumor there will be an inflatable for your kids.
Okay.
So parents, you can have an adult conversation while your kids bounce, and me and Kelly will watch them.
Oh.
So that's a limited time offer, only this Friday. There'll be no rain checks and no reservations. And then beyond that, we have, of course, Julie Jenks. Everybody knows Julie, just a fantastic member of the team who just keeps the trains running on time Sunday morning.
She does.
But also just keeps people loved. And then we just have an amazing technical team. Just Rick Pandoff. His ability as an audio engineer to make great sound happen and at our campus is just, he's top notch.
Yeah.
I've been a lot of places, they don't often sound as good.
Yeah.
So, and it's all Rick and even his son, Nick, our music director, just amazing family, completely invested. love making an environment where people can worship. And then, of course, there's Austin. I can't say enough good things about Austin.
Yeah, Austin Green.
Austin Green doesn't just lead worship. He cares for the people out there. And it's every week that he's brought a new family. So when people say, well, how is Lake County growing? I'm like, oh, it's Austin Green, actually. It's pretty much just him. But no, it's been fantastic getting to know them and just see them flourish as we continue to just go hard after Lake County.
Well, we most of those folks, I think all those folks were in place before you came, but what they needed was a rallying leader. They needed somebody to rally them, to just lead them, and that's what you've done. You've come and you've inspired, you've rallied, you've been able to coach, and I always thought if we could get that kind of leader with that team in that location, with that congregation, it's really going to sprout up again. And we've seen that.
Honestly, coming to Lake County, all I could see was upsides. All I could see was just potential. And then not just the team already in place, but also the support that we get from our global staff here at Journey is top notch. We've had a vacancy for elementary and our kids department for a long time. And right around towards the end of December, Tammy Joseph sent us Melissa, who is just all this energy.
One of our residents.
Melissa Papirio. I hope you're watching. She has done just a fantastic job over the last several months. And we're getting ready to send her back to Apopka. I'm heartbroken. My wife's heartbroken. Their families are heartbroken. But we are so glad we've had her for this season.
That's great.
And not just her, but I mean, everything from new staff member Jared Stevenson does a lot of work at our campus. It really takes a lot of work that really some of the people at my campus are not even aware of to make it work. So it's been good. I'm just an amazing organization. Thanks for giving me a job.
Well, Pastor Russell, so glad to have you and Kelly with us. Russell came from Ohio. Last ministry was in Ohio, but you're native of South Carolina.
Yeah.
Right? And
Columbia.
Kelly as well.
Yeah, for the most part. Kelly's moved a lot.
Has she?
But I think she's lived the most time in South Carolina.
Yeah. Good deal.
She moved, she'll tell you, 18 times before she was 18.
18 times before she was 18?
Not even military. It's weird. You have to ask her about it sometime. I won't put it all on blast. Sorry, guys.
Good deal. Well, if you live out in the Lake County area, I'd encourage you to visit Journey Lake County. I go out there as often as I can. Obviously, it's a little difficult for me to get out there, but every time I go out there, I'm just blessed. I really am. They're loving folks, great congregation, and always doors open, welcoming people, and I always see new people that I've not seen before. Every time I go out to Lake County, and for me, that's really encouraging. But it is. I've used the illustration before. So where I live, on not far away from where I live, there's Hunt Club here in Apopka. There's a very large Publix at this end of Hunt Club, and then there's a much smaller, scaled down Publix at this end of Hunt Club. I call it the little Publix, and that's the one I go to because I know where everything is. I know most of the clerks and cashiers there, and they know me, and we talk. And I enjoy this much smaller experience than the big Publix experience. So Journey Lake County is a smaller environment, but it is the Journey experience, but even maybe in a more personal way, in a more relatable way.
I would say that. I would say that. While our crowds are smaller because of our size of our building.
Yeah, but you're filling the room up.
Oh yeah, everything is very, very intimate.
Yeah.
And that we want to get to know you. We want you to feel known and feel loved and just have a wonderful church experience each and every week.
But you would feel like you're at Journey.
Oh, for sure.
Whether,
the songs are the same. The excellence is the same. The quality is the same. The only thing different is we might talk a little longer in our lobby.
Maybe. I'm not sure about that, Russell. I'm not sure. Well, so we certainly encourage you, especially anybody watching in Lake County or family and friends. If you have family and friends in Lake County anywhere, but particularly Mount Dora, Eustis, and Tavares, the Golden Triangle, we're right in the heart of all of that. Our Journey facility out of Lake County. I know Pastor Russell would give you a big old welcome.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, good deal. Well, hey, this weekend we look forward to having you on. Last weekend we wrapped up a series about healthy families. Pastor Dustin did a great job with that message, that healthy families have boundaries, and it was on Mother's Day. This week, we're going to have kind of a family talk, is a good way to put it. We're going to, in fact, the next 2 Sundays are going to be a little different than what we normally do. We're going to have a family talk about, and I don't know if your family ever had family talks, but sometimes I'd gather up my troops and say, hey, here's some important stuff happening, and we need to talk about it. So we're going to be doing that this Sunday and on the 22nd as well. I really look forward to sharing with you. Love to see you in person, Lake County or Apopka, 9:30, 11:15. And of course, if you can't join us in person, please join us online for a couple of important messages coming up over the next 2 Sundays. Thanks for joining us here at Midweek Conversations. And as always, we are loving the journey.